Good morning and welcome to Fort Seller Elementary School. This is your principal, Mr. Lin, and I hope that you had a wonderful Thursday yesterday. Today is Friday. Happy Friday. April 16th, 2021. It is a day 3. Now, before we kick off this wonderful day, I want to invite you, as I always do, to participate in a mindful minute. Again, it's a good way to get yourself settled and ready for today. And by now, you know, it is an opportunity to let go of the past, let go of the mistakes you've made, even let go of the victories you've had. It's a clean slate right here and right now, and well, you also have control over it. And we are letting go of the future as well. We are paying attention to those blessings that are around us right here and right now. So let's go ahead and get ourselves settled. Notice your body. Notice how that chair you're sitting in is holding you up. And then, if your feet are touching the floor too, notice how the floor is holding up the weight of your feet as well. Okay. Using your eyes, look around and focus in on something that is interesting, or maybe not, but something that's drawn your attention, and study it. Study its shapes. Study whether they have straight lines on it or not. If it's shiny, if it's shadowy, if there's anything interesting that's on it. Even if you focused on it and it wasn't something you thought was interesting, maybe by studying it, you have now found it to be more interesting. All right, using your skin, notice the clothing on you. Notice the air and the temperature, right? And then with your nose. Take a breath in, take a breath out. What are you smelling in your environment? And finally, with your ears, pause and observe. What sounds are there? What sounds are there that you are now noticing, but you didn't notice before? All right. Now, I like to close my eyes when we go into the mindful minute. You don't have to, but choose one of the techniques you've practiced or that you've developed. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay. Let's go ahead and take our first breath in through our nose, filling our belly full of air. And breathe out. Allow your chest to relax along with your shoulders. Breathe in through your nose. And breathe out, noticing how your belly expands and contracts with each breath. Breathe in and continue to put your focus on the anchor of your breathing. And as you breathe out, if you notice that your attention and focus goes off to other items in your life, in the future and the past, be kind and gently tug your attention back to the here and the now. Breathe in. And breathe out. Now turn your attention inward. Let's start with our toes. You always do that. Breathe in. Notice all 10 toes, the ball of your feet, your heels, and your ankles, both of them. Notice how they feel today. As you breathe out, notice your knees, putting a spotlight up your legs towards your hips and your lower back. Breathe in. And observe how your belly expands. And as you breathe out, observe how it contracts along with the relaxation of your chest and your shoulders and your lower back. Breathe in. Notice your arms and both elbows and your forearms and all 10 fingers. Breathe out. Notice your neck and your head. As you breathe in, search and look for those feelings inside of you and think about what you've brought to school today. Identify them as what they are: anger or sadness or happiness or joy or frustration. Don't assign them a good or bad value. Just notice if they're pleasant or not. Breathe in. Sit with those feelings. Let them in. Don't push them away. Certainly don't push them away. And as you breathe out, be with those feelings and let them tell you what they need to tell you. In a moment, you'll hear a bell or chime. Listen to it as it gets quieter and quieter. And when you can't hear it anymore, you may then open your eyes and awaken to the world that is around you. Welcome to a new day right here at the fort where you are loved, where you are cared for, and where we want you to succeed. Now, whether you have a great day or not, that's ultimately your choice. So choose wisely, work at it, and enjoy the rewards. At this moment, please stand and face the flag for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You could go ahead and take a seat. I want to thank you for joining me in the Mindful Minutes. Good way to get ourselves settled and ready, like we've said. And I hope that you actually do feel that way, that you're now really beginning to notice everything that's around you and savoring it. Okay, we have 3 expectations here at the school. You already know them, but let's go over them. Number 1, show that you're respectful to others as well as yourself. Show that integrity. When no one else is looking, are you doing things that respect yourself, that make you proud, right? Be a hero to others as well as to yourself. And speaking of being a hero, that means being responsible and taking care of other people, being responsible with our hands and our feet and the words that come out of our mouths. That's what responsibility is. It means having your instructional material with you, your learning material, your books and your binders and your pencils and your homework, all of that ready. That's responsibility too. And finally, show that you're ready to learn, ready to have a good time learning, to have a good attitude. Same thing with having a great attitude and being ready in the hallways or in the cafeteria. Yes, watch those volumes, being respectful, the volume of your talking. Staying in your seat, that's responsibility. Showing that you're ready to ride the bus in a respectful and responsible way as well. All right, and finally, in the month of April, we are celebrating and spotlighting that very important character trait of perseverance. In fact, some kindergartners yesterday reminded me, don't give up. Yeah, that's what perseverance means. So I want to pay it forward to you. Don't give up. Whatever it is that you're struggling with, maybe you don't like, but you know you have to do, don't give up. If you have a big goal that you're really trying to get to, don't give up. That's what perseverance is. I encourage you to follow along with it. And finally, every kid deserves to hear from someone who cares for them, and that person is Mr. Lin right now. And I want you to hear this. I want every child as well as grown up to hear this, and I mean this. I love you, and I like you just the way you are. Please, pay that forward. Go find a friend. Go find a student. Go find another grown-up and tell them you love them and you like them just the way they are. I keep getting your messages. I love it. I hope you're sending it to everyone else. Have a wonderful, wonderful Friday.